Come in, come in. Welcome. Welcome to our channel. Come in, come in. Please come right on in. How are you today? How is everyone today? I am being super silly today. How are you? Please come in and say hi. We've already had Miss Marge in here in the chat with me over the last about 15 minutes. So come on in. Well, hello, Miss Pickham. How are you today? No, Sheila Cushionberry, you didn't miss me, my dear. Welcome. Somebody beat you in here this time, though. I was laughing when I saw Miss Marge had came in. That was funny. Hey, Miss Kenya. Hi, Miss Ethel. Welcome. Welcome to you all. Miss Catherine. Miss Marge is joining us from Texas, and she was letting me know about her embroidery machines, if you see that in the chat. Hello, Catherine Hill and Mr. Anthony Watson, Marge Campbell. Penny. Good evening to you too. Linda Hipshire, welcome. We appreciate you guys being here. Hello, hello. Sunny O'Neill, you've always wanted to know about digitizing? Well, today's live broadcast is just for you. Now, we're going to say hi to everyone for the first 15, 20 minutes or so. I like to chat up with everyone first, and then we'll get into what the chat is about. So we will do that here shortly. Nate Matthews, perfect timing, yes. You have Floriani open right now, still rendering your image before your first actual test. Holler! Diane Budget, first time from Statesboro, Georgia. Pure Love Peel, hello. Welcome to our chat. Marge says, hi everyone, glad to meet you. Where's everyone coming in from tonight? That's going to be cool to know. We already know one from Texas. Kizzy, hi. Catherine Hill, digitizing chat. Okay, cool, cool. Hi, Barbara Zekas. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Miss Tori, welcome. Donna, welcome to you as well. Julie, your first live chat. Sweet. Thank you for being here, Miss Julie. We appreciate you being here. Susan, how's the new grandson? I just got off of FaceTime with him. Him so cute. Illinois, Massachusetts, Ohio, Houston, Wisconsin, Phoenix, Athens, Augusta. Wow. Southern California. I hope everything is well where you are because of all the fires and stuff. Oh my goodness. Fayetteville, Tennessee, Baltimore, Maryland. We have lots of people in here from all over the country. Welcome to you all. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you tuning in. South Carolina. I am in here from North Carolina. So welcome. Cleveland, Ohio. Woo! Georgia. I have good friends up in Cleveland. Georgia. We like Georgia. Georgia has all the cool stuff. All the cool businesses and thread companies and stuff. You know, Georgia is awesome. Like New York. New York is really cool with a lot of the fabric places and stuff up there. Well, we appreciate you all joining in with us today. I wanted to touch base with you all. We're going to talk about digitizing a little bit today. I'm not going to be able to show an example of digitizing because I don't want to mess with the signal and cause a lag because the program that I use for digitizing is very intensive on the processor of my laptop. And it will use resources and it'll mess up my signal and you guys will be buffering and we don't want to go through that. So we're just going to, talk about it a little bit and touch base on it. And I am so sorry to hear that he's still in the hospital, Miss Crosby, but thank you for letting me know that. We will continue to pray for his speedy recovery. Miss Gladys from Columbia, South Carolina. I will be going through there next weekend. So that's cool. But I'll be driving through because I got somewhere to be another good hour from you further south. So, yeah, looking excited. Really looking forward to that trip next weekend. Linda Hipshire from Eastern Tennessee. Welcome. We appreciate you letting us know where you're from. So how is everyone this evening? What projects are we working on now? I am still plugging away at the cheerleading jackets and patches, and that is what got me to wanting to talk about digitizing, because this is a patch that I digitized. This is another patch that I digitized and made for the cheer teams. So both of them I was able to make myself off of this one. With this image was online, and this one, you know, kind of just came up with it. So these are really cool patches. I'm also in the process of editing and designing this one. I stitched this on the little machine, the 4x4, so it has the jump stitches, and you can see, you know, there's still some work that needs to be done with this one, but you know, I like to test them out and see, you know, what I can come up with. So I'm really excited about it. King says you saw that. I'm trying to, you know, get the jackets and the patches all together for the girls that requested patches on their jackets, and add their patches on, and then doing the embroidery all around on the jacket, which I digitized the embroidery for the front and the backs of the jackets as well. So it's digitizing is beneficial. It really is. And we'll go ahead and jump into that actually a little bit, because it's a heavy topic. It really is. And oh my gosh, Miss Eartha Lewis. Who else actually, before I get in there, who else got snow? Friday, I love snow. Snow is phenomenal. The good Lord sent me the snow to save my skin Friday, and it was wonderful. Your daughters and you are watching live tonight. They are yelling, hello, everyone. Well, hello, babies. How are you all? Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you. Look forward to hearing your little comments, too. So be sure to type for those babies when they have something they want to say. Linda Hipshire says, dusting. Tony Webb from Columbus, Georgia. Yeah, we didn't even get dusting. I was so disappointed. We got ice. I got tons of sleet. Sleet is still on top of my house. Yeah, right. Exactly. Snow. What snow? I was so disappointed. I love snow. So whenever, but it was beautiful. Now that's one thing I will say. It was gorgeous coming down. At one point it was snowing pretty heavy, and we got some big pretty flakes falling, but then it was just like hitting the ground and melting, and I was like, oh my God, this is so unfair. I just knew I was going to get to, you know, have it snow in, so that was kind of crappy in my own words. Gail, Fort Kathy, you got 6 inches. Send some of it my way. Victoria says, High Point, North Carolina. Yeah, I know y'all got snow. My in-laws got snow, and they're up above Salisbury. So yeah, I know you guys had to have gotten some. Colorado, send the snow your way, honey. Y'all have way more snow than you need every year. So I don't think we'll need to send you guys any snow. Ian said we had some yesterday. Not enough for Wisconsin winter, though. Yeah, no. Up that way, you guys are going to get tons of snow all the time. But down here, we really don't get snow that often. Actually, in the Piedmont area, we normally get more ice than anything. So today, Friday, that's pretty much all we got, which was, you know, but we'd love to see snow when we do get it. So, yeah, I'm jealous. Linda Gonzalez, Framville, North Carolina, no snow there. Georgia did. You just made their day. Oh, I did. Oh, I'm glad we made their day. The babies are fun. I like when the babies join in. Eartha Lewis says we got over 3 inches in Port Allen, Louisiana. The last time y'all got snow was in 2008. Wow. I'm glad you were able to get some snow. Man, that is phenomenal. And Chandler, Arizona, for Miss Sandra. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. Here in Texas, it just got cool enough to quit wearing shorts. Yeah, to get back to shorts. Anthony Washington at 74 degrees here. Rub it in. See, and that's the thing. If it's cold, I want snow. Okay? There has to be a reason for the cold. If we're not going to have snow, no need for it to be cold. Warm it back up, please, because I don't like to be cold. Oh, I can't stand to be cold. Nancy says, hi from Florida. It was hardly cold. Carol Coleman, welcome, my dear. Good evening to you as well. Glam Glam, hello. Welcome to our chat. Hi, E. We didn't get any snow either, but Atlanta did, Miss Maria says. And Marge says here in Littlefield, Texas, near the Panhandle, we just got cold air, but you guys were warm today. Julie, I wish we warmed up a smidge. Not much, not enough. So, yeah, because it gets pretty cold. Julie says 6 inches here in Maryland, and I bought my first machine, Janome 990. I'm really enjoying it. What does that mean, everyone? She got a new machine, so we're going to ring the bell for you. Woo! You got a machine. Congratulations. We like the new embroidery machines. Congratulations, my dear. Please be sure to share pictures when you do your first project on your machine. We would love to see it. We got 2 inches in Maryland and it's 34 degrees. Okay, yeah, you can keep that cold because it did warm up to, I think, 50 degrees here today. So I'm feeling a lot better. All right, you guys. So I'm going to get right back into the digitizing. So first of all, what is digitizing? For those of you who are not familiar with digitizing, which most of you should be, but I know that there are going to be some people watching this replay in regards to digitizing because that's in the title and they want to know what digitizing is. Well, embroidery is stitches, decorative stitches on fabric, of course. So in order to let your embroidery machine know what order and how to place those decorative stitches, you want to have your picture digitized. And it looks like I'm lagging, which is something that I did not want to do to begin with while being live. So we're going to have to work on that. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm spinning. Am I spinning, you guys? If I am, sorry about that. So what we want to do is discuss digitizing. So take, for instance, let's switch to this patch. All right, so this is a picture of a woman, majorette, and she is doing her pose, and that's cool. So what we wanted to do is we want to turn this into stitches. So I found a picture online, a clip art, and I put it in my digitizing program, and I turned the picture into stitches and created this patch. I added the lettering, I added the border, and all of the foundation stitches behind it so as to create this patch on my embroidery machine. Now, I speak a lot about Sew What Pro. Many people ask, can Sew What Pro digitize? The answer is no. Sew What Pro cannot create this, all right, in a way. And that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. So a way that you could create this patch yourself in Sew What Pro would be if someone already had this figure digitized already, okay, just this by itself, and you already had this font by itself. And then in Sew What Pro, you actually can create a border around your embroidery, all right? So if you took this digital file, this embroidery file, and these letters and lined them up beside this in Sew What Pro, and then you put a border around it in Sew What Pro, you can create this patch, okay? But in order to take just a plain picture and add stitches over the top of the picture, because that's pretty much what digitizing is. You take a picture and you trace stitches over the top of the design, the picture, to create a stitched picture. That's what digitizing is for. So Sew What Pro does not do that, all right? Would it be, I'm sorry, I just saw a question. Would it be a good idea to pull up our digitizing software to try what you're doing, but follow our particular software as we go? I'm going to say no. And the reason why is because I'm not going to really go into detail about how to digitize, but we're just going to discuss the concept around digitizing and what to keep in mind before you start digitizing. That's where we're going to get. Because, and I'm going to mention why. Do you know hand embroidery? I do know hand embroidery. Do I do it now? No, I did it when I was little. And Nancy, you just asked the question that I was about to get into. The reason why I'm not really going to go into how to digitize is because of the software. Okay. So, hi Shannon Margaret, welcome. It's okay. The software now, So What Pro has a variety of programs, or SNS Computing rather. SNS Computing has a variety of programs. Their most popular one is So What Pro. So What Pro is an embroidery editing software program. So embroidery editing meaning I could send you this file for this patch in So What Pro. You can open this patch with So What Pro and you can take her out. You can delete her and you can stitch the rest of it. Or you can delete the letters and leave her and the rectangle around it and use just this for your patch. And so that's what is editing. So you're taking away parts, you're adding, like you may not want it to say majorette, you may want Susanna going down the side, just the name, throwing it out there. That may be what you want. So you can take these letters out in So What Pro and add your own letters in. That's what So What Pro does. It edits. It doesn't create. All right. Here again, this is another patch. You could take these stars off if you didn't want stars on there. You can change the colors of the stars or the lettering in So What Pro. That's entirely up to you. It's editing. That's what it's for. Now, if you wanted to digitize with the sister program to So What Pro, the sister program to So What Pro is So Art. Okay. Now, So Art is a digitizing program. So Art is the digitizing program. Now, So What Pro is $65, which is very reasonable for an embroidery editing software program, especially for as powerful as it is. So Art is a digitizing program. It's $75 by SNS Computing. There are many other embroidery digitizing programs out there. Embrilliance is one. I want to say Floriani is another one. PE Design Next is another one. Wilcom Hatch is another one. And those are just the smaller programs that I can think of off the top of my head. I have used So Art. I have used So Art. I have not used it on a regular basis. The reason being is because this other program that I purchased has a whole lot more different textures and stuff that I can use in digitizing, because I digitize for companies and corporations, not just a small scale. Okay, now follow me on this. Follow me on this. So if someone were to ask me, which someone has recently, which is another reason why this is cluing me in to discuss digitizing, if someone were to ask me, okay, what software program would you recommend for digitizing? This was my response to him. My response was, it depends on your budget, number one, and it depends on what you intend to do with your digitizing, what volume you intend to do digitizing with, number two. Why am I saying that? I am saying that because your budget is going to be important. Digitizing is not an inexpensive software program. None of them are inexpensive. None of them. So What Pro is, of course, just like So Art. So What Pro is the bargain, but it's excellent. It's power packed with everything. So Art does digitizing as well, but it's also at a lesser price, $75. Lesser price meaning Willcom Hatch is the program I use. It's $1,000. All right, that's a lot of money to be spending on a digitizing project if you're not going to be digitizing on a regular basis. Okay, that is why I'm saying it depends on your budget. If you have $1,000 to blow and you want to do digitizing on, a really high scale, yes, spring for the more expensive software program. If you're just going to be digitizing a couple of things for, friends, family, not anything major, very basic shapes, like you may want to make larger stars or smaller stars, or you may, you could easily do patches like this in Sew Art. 1 or 2, 3, 4, patches maybe every other month or so. Yes, stick with Sew Art. It's affordable. It's very easy to use. You can successfully digitize with it. Go for it. You should not be too terribly disappointed with it. However, if you're going to be digitizing on a larger scale, then you would do well to save or spring for the more expensive program. Now, I am saying all of that to say because I personally am not proficient with Sew Art. I know how to use it, but it's not something I use every day or regularly. I do have a link in my description below for Sew Art tutorials. Okay, I have a buddy, Clever Dog Designs. She's a fellow YouTuber. She does YouTube tutorials on Sew Art, and she's really good at it. So if you're interested in following some Sew Art tutorials and you want to learn how to use Sew Art, definitely check out Clever Dog Designs. Her link is in the description below. Now I'm going to go back to the chat really quickly because I see a couple of questions that I want to address. The first one is really important by Gail. She asked, do you need Sew What Pro in order to use Sew Art? The answer is no. Sew What Pro and its sister programs, they're all standalone. They don't, you don't have to have one with the other, like another program I know that's out there. You have to have the main program in order to use the other smaller programs, and you have to buy them in a certain tier, in a certain order. Not the case with Sew What Pro nor Sew Art. You can use Sew Art without even using Sew What Pro. You can have Sew Icons, which Sew Icons allows you to see pictures, thumbnails of your embroidery designs without opening them in any program. So you can scroll through your embroidery designs just like you scroll through any other files, picture files on your Windows computer. So that's what Sew Icons is. You can buy that completely separate and never purchase Sew Art or Sew What Pro. So all of those are different programs. They stand alone. You don't have to have one or the other in order to use either one. So with that answer, you can use them separately. Now, going even further back, you use several. My Futura machine came with Singer software. I have Embroidery Magic 2 and Fancy Works. The Futura software auto digitizes. Embroidery Magic 2 and Futura are true hands-on digitizing, says Miss March Campbell. And she also says, I just downloaded the Hatch digitizing software on a 30-day free trial. Can't afford it, but can play for 30 days. Yeah, that's the software, the program that I actually use is Willcom Hatch. It is a hands-on digitizing program. It also auto-digitizes as well. But I have been taking courses on digitizing hands-on, so to speak, not the auto-digitizing. So that is the one that I primarily use. But as I mentioned, I do a lot of logo digitizing for businesses. So I felt like I needed to have a higher tier of embroidery for those particular customers, which is why I invested that much. So Julie asked, what about Sew Art? Is that a digitizing program? And yes, it is. Tony Webb, how much do you charge for your patches? It depends, Ms. Webb. With these particular patches, these are for a cheerleading team. And I'm looking at about 100 girls on this particular team. They each chose, 2 or 3 different patches. So I had a different price for them. So for me, I generally price most of my embroidery all across the board, general based on stitches, stitch count. It's a personal preference. So it would depend on the stitches in that particular patch. For my patches. But if they're in bulk, like more than 25, then I'll have a better price point that I can offer to people. Jada asks, are you trying to reach the 50,000? And if so, what will you do to celebrate? 50,000 what? Am I trying to reach the 50K what? That's what I need to know, honey, because there's a lot of stuff I would celebrate if I reach 50K of whatever it is. Like $50K dollars, honey, I'm going to be out there partying. If I'm talking about 50K viewers, I'll celebrate. If we're talking about 50K price point on a machine, honey, I'll be partying, ringing all the bells. So yes, it depends. What 50K are we talking about? Marge, yes, forgot I have the sew art as well. Also, don't use it often. Too many things I have to go back and fix in other software. And again, it's excellent for simple embroidery designs. It really is. I mean, like your basic, circles and squares and things of that magnitude, perfect for that. But to get down in the nitty gritty, I kind of wouldn't suggest it. And as Kenya brought out, sew art is limiting. Miss Social Deb says, I just got started with your Sew It Pro after having had it for months. Got a design all together, but my machine went to the hospital. Second machine went along as well. And sometimes that will happen. I know 2 of mine definitely need Mr. Octavio to come and work on them because it's past time for them to get fixed. So it's time for it to know. Shannon Margaret says, back, you keep getting kicked out. I'm sorry. Yeah, and then too, my stream is limited. I'm not sure why, and I'm not directly connected, so that may have something to do with it. Mary Brooks says, hi, everyone. Welcome, Mary Brooks. We appreciate you being here. Jada asks, what is my latest project right now? Again, I've been working on cheerleading jackets. I also have cheer bags that I need to embroider names on. They're book bags or duffel bags. Couple of blankets, couple of hats for another customer. So it just depends. I have a lot of projects. Been getting a lot of orders lately, so I've been busy. Marge says, Sew It Pro is a good program. Did their trial also. I'm a software. You do have a lot of software programs, ma'am. I need to be able to focus on just a few. So that's why right now I'm stuck in a rut. I have Sew It Pro. I have Will Come Hatch. Those are my go-to programs. Those are what I use. So very seldom do I find anything else. I really don't have much time to learn too many other programs right now. So I've been quite busy. Marge also asks, Jada, my latest embroidery project was a cap. Put Campbell on it in a Celtic font. Or is it Celtic? Can't never remember. I have had issues learning to use the cap hoop. Finally went to Coldesi on YouTube and found, videos on here are amazing. So definitely do searches if there's something that you're interested in learning how to do. There are tons of videos out there to teach you a lot of different things on embroidery, on digitizing, on how to use your equipment. It's a lot of fun. Rios, hello, I want thousands of monies too. I understand, that's right. Marge says, what I was doing wrong, I was a happy camper. Oh, Maria says 50,000. I know, right? Catherine Carr, I never got the sew art to work with the floppy disk. So your machine uses a floppy disk? Wow. I can't answer that question. Generally, to see, oh gosh, the reason I can't answer the question is because it's been so long since I have used floppy disk. I can't remember if you can drag and drop to a floppy disk or not. I don't think you can. I think that's only the latest Windows. You would have to save it directly too. So that's going back further than my memory wants to go. Stephanie says, hi Eve, I finally figured how to chat. Hi everyone. Well, welcome Miss Stephanie. We appreciate you being here. Catherine, actually, I'm sitting here thinking there is a Facebook group support for Sew Art, and there is a Yahoo support group as well for any of the SNS computing software programs that you can join and ask questions and get answers. That's the other really cool thing. Well, most of your software programs have a support group, so that's going to be out there. But you do have support groups available. I am part of So What Pros support group on Facebook. I don't think I'm a part of the Sew Art support group, but I may be. So definitely reach out in those groups if you ever have questions. And one of those, Miss Catherine, should be able to help you get your designs on the floppy disk. You know, can't hurt to ask. I'm sure someone else out there has had that issue. Shannon Margaret says, what would you suggest as giving a gift to a person who just received a beginner embroidery machine? I want to give her a little gift. What would you suggest? Miss Margaret, probably, excuse me, probably something that she would definitely need. You have needles, you have stabilizer. Find out what stabilizer she has or doesn't have. That's another topic that we'll be discussing here shortly. Not sure whether it be next chat or the one after on stabilizers and how to use them and which ones to use. But we have so many different ones. You could easily offer her a packet of, or maybe even do like a little kit. You could do stabilizer, needles, scissors. You could do water-soluble markers. Any number of those things that we use on a regular basis would definitely make a really cute gift for someone who just got a new machine. Lisa says, I'm starting a setup with a brother and a PE Design 10. Love the machine so far, but still to practice a lot with PE Design. And yes, you will have to practice a lot. When it comes to digitizing, it's not an automatic thing. I mean, a lot of the digitizing software come with auto digitizing. Auto digitizing, in my opinion, after learning, having tutorials and hands-on instructions for learning how to professionally digitize, auto digitizing is, less than ideal. It's there, you can use it, it's quick and dirty, but it's not the ideal solution for getting design digitized. Marge says, I have it on my computer, so Art64, I save to my computer and then move to the USB for using on my machine. And that's how a lot of people get their designs over once they create them. Penny says, is there a trial period for Sew Art? If I'm not mistaken, Sew Art has a 30-day trial as well, just like Sew It Pro. All of the Sew What or SNS computing, all of those programs are available on my website. The link is in the description below. www.thebabiesbooty.com. You are welcome to click where it says Windows, or if you have a Mac, both of those buttons under each respective tab for each respective software program is where you download the trial. If you choose to purchase, they were loving enough to allow me to resell the program, so I do get a little teeny cut off of it. If you did purchase, just click the buy now. I'll get a notification to go get your registration code and send it to you. So that is how that would work. And yes, they do have a trial, but I'm not sure how long it is. I need to look that up so that I'll know. Marge says, hi Stephanie, first time here also. I've always watched after the chat was over. Well, I'm glad you got to make it while the chat was still here, so that's really cool. Julie says, I'm checking out the Wilcom website. So you got the Embroidery Studio E4 design. Ooh, girl. No, that is not what I'm using. That Embroidery Studio E4 design hunt, I want to say, is right at $5,000 for that particular software program. And if I'm not mistaken, that particular program, you can make your own fonts and everything with that one. No, I don't use that one. I use the Wilcom Hatch. It's just like a watered down version of that E4. And the Wilcom Hatch will allow you to do some really good digitizing without going into the professional level, extreme professional level with the E4 design. I don't have that version. Linda Hipshire says, I have FTCU, the Floriani version. I'm still trying to figure it out. I get so frustrated. Definitely check out tutorials. Don't try and figure it out yourself. All right. Digitizing is a whole nother level of art that you really should have some guidance with it. If you know how to draw, it's all well and good, but learning how to draw and actually converting that over into stitches is completely different, because you have to learn, for instance, with this particular patch, you have to learn how to digitize it in a way so as to lessen your jump stitches. All right. You also have to learn to digitize in a way to where the stability behind your embroidery, like for instance in this patch, the entire back surface of this is solid white, whereas on this particular patch, the entire, well, no, it's not this one, it's this one. Oh, sorry. If you'll notice, the entire, I digitized this where it's hollow, behind where the pom-pom goes, behind where the lettering goes, and this megaphone, so that when this stitches out, because what I was finding is once it goes back and it layers this red, the red is just too many stitches on my little 4x4 machine, so it gets bogged down and it, you know, catches the thread, and I wind up having to cut the whole hoop off with the razor like I've shown how to do, and it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt. So you have to learn how to digitize a logical way. I mean, you wouldn't want to do the border first and then the fill in behind it. So again, it's more than just pointing and clicking in a picture and making it turn into stitches. And why does it look like I'm offline? Okay, looks like I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my stream. It looks like it's telling me I'm offline again. So hopefully you didn't miss very much of what I was saying. Video output is horrible. Let me try something and we'll see. Sorry about that. I see I'm buffering and acting up and stuff. You know, that's how these computer things go sometimes. So we're gonna plug in and see if that makes a difference. Let's see. New. If it made a difference yet or not. See, when I do too much in front of the screen, it lags, and that's very frustrating. How is it now? I'm gonna scroll down. Swirls, yeah, losing you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, am I back on or no? Yes, no, yes, no. Yes, no, yes, no. Is it still saying video output low? Let's do this. I'm gonna do this. We are going to cut it off and see what happens. I'm plugged up, so it should. Uh-oh, I done jacked up. Am I still streaming, or did I stop the streaming? Nope, it's still showing me I'm streaming. No! Am I back? I hope I'm back. Oh, let me see. Where am I thing? Okay, am I back? I think I'm back. I can't see on one screen, but on the other screen I'm back. Let me see. Waving at me. Hi, Shannon Margaret. You're waving. I'm back. Okay, cool. Sorry. It's crazy. I rebooted my wireless, so hopefully it'll act like it has some sense now. Sorry. All right, I'm going to scroll back up. I have no clue what I was just talking about because that threw me for a loop. Let me see. Mars, your mom taught you to hand embroider and do pull work and cut work by hand. My spiritual grandmother taught me how to hand embroider. Mary Brooks says Perfect Embroidery Pro software. I know someone else with Perfect Embroidery Pro. That's an excellent software program as well. Hi, Miss Cat. Welcome, my dear. I hope everything is well. Jacqueline Howard, welcome to YouTube. Marge Campbell says, Linda, it takes a lot of trial and error. Yes, it does, but it's better to get tutorials if you can. Sequita's Creation says, I have 6D extra digitizing software. Now, that's one I haven't heard of yet. Julie, I have an extension from eBay of Floriani for $50. I believe it's Floriani 7. Is that I'm pretty sure that's the add-on that you're talking about. Miss Cat, finally some lights and heat. Oh my God, why wouldn't you have lights and heat? Oh no. Oh, did the power get knocked out because of the storm, the weather? I hope not, because I would have been cold. Hi Eve, So Crafty says, just got my fast frames and your super clips yesterday. You can't wait to get started. It's not a machine, but we will still ring the bell. We ring the bell for fast frames too, and for our little knickknacks that we get your super clips. Super clips are cool. I enjoy those. I love those. Nancy says you should suggest a seam ripper. I always suggest that. I have about 40 over here. Do you not believe me? Let me show you. Oh, this is just some. I have way more in the house, and I bring them out as I need them because I constantly lose them. So I keep tons of seam rippers. I'm so happy last week your brother's first baby tower turned out perfect. Even I was surprised at myself. Thank you for all your help. You're quite welcome. Maria, Bernina Designer Plus, an in-depth digitizer program and more expensive than you would like to say, and I am very aware of that. Chesapeake, Virginia, Miss Debbie Kidd, welcome. Bola says, hi Eve, I'm late, but I made it. Love the gift ideas. You're quite welcome, my dear. 5D quilt creator software, label maker that is embroidery. You don't use it anymore. Yes, definitely not. So Arts auto digitizing is not ideal. Stephanie D. Wolf. It's not ideal. It's best to use the program manually. That is absolutely correct. Stephanie, you can tell them all about So Art, can't you, my dear? This digitizing is not easy to learn. I'm programmed for 2 years and still learning how to work with it. Definitely. You did a trial of the SewUp Pro and your commercial uses floppy disk, so you were able to save it in the day format and use in the right format. That's good. That's really good. I'm glad that that worked out for you. Toyota, you hooked up directly with the cable. The floppy only holds 1 or 2 designs. Ooh. And yeah, then we get back to where I was swirling. Victoria, to answer your question, my dear, welcome to our chat person for first and foremost. And I do live on Sundays at 7 p.m. Do I send out a notification before the date? No, I generally don't. I just pretty much stick to the 7 p.m. time slot so that I can, have regularity there. That's my favorite time. I don't know why. Sundays at 7. It's the beginning, right at the beginning of my next week coming. I get to chill out with you guys before it gets super hectic on Monday all over again. So that's my favorite time to do this. And I try to get videos out during the week. Within the last month, I have not been able to. I have been so swamped, and it's ridiculous how swamped I have been. But getting back into the rhythm, hopefully we'll get some videos out before the holidays or just after. Let me see. How often do I get my machine service, Miss Barbara Zekas asks. I try to get it done every 6 months. Okay. That's for the little machines. I just got the big machine, the 6 needle. I got Blessing in July, I want to say. So she will be getting her first tune up the first of the year. So hopefully we'll all be getting service here soon. The little machines as well as the big one come January. Pickup says, I've had your audio all along, but your video sometimes freezes. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that's why I said if I do a lot of movement and stuff, it's going to freeze up. And that's why I try not to move a whole lot. And let me make sure what questions I would. Okay. How is the new grandbaby doing? Him's chunky and him's cute as he can be. I hope to have him where he can be on video soon. And I see that I'm swirling. I apologize. But he's good. He's very good, actually. Marge says about every 2 years. Yeah, I don't do every 2 years. I do a lot sooner than that. Shannon Margaret, ma'am, I want to get a scan and cut or something that will help me with cutting fabric for applique. Can you help me with what I should be looking for? Definitely check the listing on the machine to see if it cuts fabric. All right. I know the Cricut does. I use fabric on my Cricut as well. Scan and Cut, I hear, is an excellent machine for cutting for embroidery. So you may want to look into that. The only reason why I stuck with Cricut is because that's what I've used before. I know how to use it, whereas brother would have a bit of a learning curve that I didn't have time for right now. So definitely check into the Scan and Cut, but go online and do your due diligence. You know, like go on Amazon and check the ratings for each one that you're interested in doing. So if look at the Cricut versus look at the brother and the silhouette and see what the pros and cons. And I know for a fact there are a lot of videos out there that compare, especially the Cricut with the silhouette. So check out those videos and see what reviews you get and see how each one works. From what I understand with the videos in comparison to the Cricut and the silhouette, the Cricut usually wins because it's faster and it's more accurate. But that doesn't mean it's the right machine for you, because with the Cricut, so far from what I can tell, I can only use Design Studio that's online. You know, so if you don't have an internet connection, how do you use your Cricut? So not sure, 100% sure about that. I do know they had a desktop software program that you could use with the Cricut, but you know, definitely do your research. I'll just say that. Miss Phenomenal Creations, welcome, my dear. I appreciate you being here always. Vanessa says, hi, Eve. You got your new Ricoma empty. What? She comes in here with a 15 needle. I appreciate you letting me know. 15 needles needs a huge bell ring, ma'am. Are y'all ready for a huge bell ring for a 15 needle she got? Congratulations! Woo! 15 needles. That's what's up, girl. What you gonna do with all them needles? You got it on the 7th. Congratulations on that big old machine. You have fun with that, my dear. I'm gonna send you some work so you can help me get caught up. That's what I'm gonna do. Congratulations, Vanessa. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. Miss Social Deb, am I making any Christmas gifts or ideas for us? No, ma'am, I am not. I have been so slammed, I can't even think. I haven't even made anything for myself lately. And you know what I want to make for myself? Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. The only thing I've been wanting to make for the last 4 months is a pin cushion. I have a super cute in the hoop pin cushion I have been dying to make. I have not had time to make it, y'all. I just haven't. I really haven't. Can you see it in my face? Can you see the tired? I am used to being able to tinker and do stuff for myself. I have not been able to make this darn pin cushion. So I'm hoping to be able to do that after the holidays and after I get caught up. Shannon Margaret says, you jelly. I'm not jelly, but I'm happy for her. I really am. Marge, I have the silhouette cutter and it will cut cloth, but I usually do applique the hard way. Yeah, I do as well. Every so often, for my patches, I try to use the cutting machine. Not really for applique for stuff, but I don't do a lot of applique. Actually, now that I mentioned that, I really don't. But the little applique that I do to pull out my Cricut and move the embroidery machine to put the Cricut over there and do it. Yeah, no, I'd rather just do it by hand. Vanessa, Marge says you will love it. Did you get that cap hoops also? Which those are quite pricey. Shannon Margaret says, please let everyone know how you do. I love watching video projects. I do as well. And if you're in the Google Plus group, then you can share your pictures and a picture of your baby. If you're in the Google Plus group, post us a picture of your baby. I would love to see her and what you name her, because we have to name our machines. Kat says, I worked on freestanding lace angels today. They came out cute, and you relearned your PE 770. That is what's up. And yes, I do know that I was buffering there. Oh, you got two hat hoops with the your 15 needle. That is phenomenal. Stephanie says, scan and cut. It's amazing. Janice says, any ideas on starting to learn to create applique? Woo. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, Clever Dog Designs does have a video on digitizing applique. So if you're interested, again, the link is down in the description below. Go to her channel. She has tons of sew art videos showing how to create many different things with sew art. And whenever you're ready, actually both of us sell are resellers for Sew It Pro and Sew Art and Sew Icon. So you're more than welcome to purchase any of those from either one of us or directly from S&S Computing. It doesn't matter. All of the programs, for the most part, are phenomenal, and we strongly encourage them. That's how awesome they are. You have both Cricut, and it is online only, Miss Cat says. Yeah, I'm finding that out the hard way. Nancy says Cricut will use shortcuts a lot. Yes, I do use shortcuts a lot, but the only thing is I still have to be online to drag the SVG file from shortcuts a lot over to the Cricut. And do I have a soapbox somewhere? I need a soapbox. Can I get on my soapbox briefly, y'all? Why? Well, I think I know why. I don't even know why I'm asking this question. I was going to say, to make the Cricut cutting machine online only, come on, man. You know you're wrong for that. Why would you do that? You know, Cricut, that just, you know, it chops my hide. And I know that they do that because they want to have that revenue and be able to push the other cutting files and designs and stuff at you and make you want to buy that other stuff, and that's cool. I totally get it, but to make it online only, that kind of sucks, you know, because there are instances where, like, say for instance, if the internet is out for whatever reason, or if somebody forgets to pay the cable bill, which I've done before, you know, and your cable's out or your internet's out, how in the heck am I going to use my Cricut machines? That's not cool. That's not cool, you know, especially when you have internet through Time Warner Cable, who constantly has outages in your area. It's a pain in the butt because you did remember to pay the bill, and of course that's the time they want to not cut your cable off, but let the cable get knocked out. It's like, oh my God, are you kidding? So yeah, that's, I'm sorry, soapbox moment, and I don't like the gripe online, but that, you know, I just don't get that. So yeah, sorry about that. I lost myself for a moment. You said you got the Cricut Maker just for the knife. Yeah, I hear that Cricut Maker is hot. I have a friend that just got it. And Justin, welcome, Justin. Thank you for being here with us today. This is my vinyl man and my heat press guru. Mr. Justin is here with us today. Not in the studio, but in the live chat. Vanessa McCorkle says, thank you, you're welcome. Kenya says, congratulations. Pickup says, the more you use your machines, the more often it will need to be serviced. And that is absolutely correct. She is very knowledgeable, you guys. Definitely listen to what she has to say. Vanessa says, thank you, would love it. I want a Brother Journey multi-needle. Shannon Margaret, we are going to hope that you get that as well so that we can ring the bell for you, my dear. Definitely want to look out for you to get that machine. Debbie Kid says, you have 15 needles and I most of the time use 6 colors or less. For myself, I try to stick to 6 colors or less. There are many instances with some of my business logos where I use more than that. So in those instances, 15 needles would be a wonderful thing, but it's okay. I love what I have. And if the opportunity comes up to upgrade to a different machine, then yes, It will be more needles than 6 if I can afford that. I saw all of those machines of yours just running with your music. Yes, ma'am, Miss Cat. I was grinding it out last night. If you are unaware, I have a Instagram as well, The Baby's Booty. I have Twitter, The Baby's Booty. I have Facebook, The Baby's Booty. So if you choose to follow me on all those other avenues, a lot of times during the week, if I'm working on something, I'll post a picture. So you're welcome to follow me there as well. And that's where Miss Cat saw. Sometimes if I'm grinding late night, I have my music just blasting, and I'll do a quick video on Instagram showing what I'm working on, especially if I got the machines running on something really cool. So that's an extra bonus that you guys would be able to see if you follow me on Instagram, that is. I love my 2 nephews. I own Scan and Cut, and I love it for quilting. Very good. Yeah, because you can cut fabric with it. So quilting would be a good reason to have it. Miss Maria tunes her machines up once a year and make sure that it's well oiled the rest of the time, and that is a very wise thing to do. Our machines love oil. So one thing's for certain, if you don't get them serviced regularly, definitely keep a bottle of oil on hand. I have an Amazon affiliate page linked down below where I'm pretty sure my oil is listed there. Is my oil listed? For those of you who shop on there often, I try to keep the regular supplies that we as embroiderers will use on a regular basis, so you don't have to keep searching all around or forget something. The list is there to help jar your memory, and you can order right there from Amazon and have it delivered to your door. Someone or one of us should make it for you for Christmas. Oh, you're talking about my pin cushion? That'll take the fun out of me making it. I'm so excited about making that thing, it ain't even funny. I love pin cushion. I'm a pin cushion fanatic, y'all. Are you, and what makes it so bad? I don't have a pin cushion. What sense does that make? To love pin cushions and not have one. And I'm not talking about that stupid little tomato. Well, I shouldn't say stupid little tomato because it's cute. But no, I like exotic pin cushions and really cool pin cushions. And I've been buying to make me some. And because I use pins a lot, I ain't made no pin for it. It's so frustrating. Maria, change your needles. Change your needles. Change your needles. Definitely change your needles. That is super important as well. Although I am bad and I do not change my needles as often as I used to, because usually I'm ready to just jump on and start stitching. So what at one point I used to make it a habit of is changing my needles at the end of the day. When I'm cleaning up, switch out my needles, oil my machine. That way when I come in the next morning, I can just jump on and go. I've fallen out of that habit. So, little things that can be done to help us make our lives better and allow us to have happy embroidering. So yes, definitely. Can you use a larger hoop with your Brother SE425? You definitely can. The larger hoop that you can use is available on Amazon. And this is the larger hoop. Okay, and this is in comparison to the regular hoop, which is 4x4. Here's a 4x4. This is 4 by, I want to say 6.5, just over 6 or something like that. This is a repositional hoop. All right, see, I was moving around and that's what's causing the lag. I'm sorry about that, but this is a repositional hoop. I do have videos on the repositional hoop and how to use it. Okay, so just do a search. And I see, when I move around, it messes up my video. I was doing too much. So I have videos on it. Check it out. Do a search on repositional hoops and you should find it. But they're very easy to use, especially if you have Sew It Pro. All right. That will help, Miss Glam Glam, if you have Sew It Pro to use with your repositional hoop. Let us scroll down. I have to go. Shannon Margaret says, oh no, I hope I didn't miss you. If so, have a good evening and happy embroidering. Maria says, does anyone know of anyone who have luggage tags in the hoop? Yes. Luggage tags are on, oh God, Designs by Little B. I'm pretty sure she has luggage tags. Designs by Little B. Shannon Margaret says, look at Embroidery Garden as well. Kenya. Cricut has always been exclusive I know. Nancy says I still have one of the old ones that use cartridges, and I did not like the cartridges at all. I'm telling y'all, I refuse to use cartridges. Miss Kid Bickup says, which I just scrolled past it. Oh my god. Oh, now you can go play with that fantastic machine. Congratulations. You have to get something else to use. Miss Kenya says, I don't want to get something else to use because I have my crickets and I love them. And I made a nifty cover for them, which I don't have right here. One day I'm going to have to show y'all my cricket cover that I made. I didn't know that Cricut was an online only program. I need to check and see if Silhouette is the same. I'm not sure about Silhouette. Scan and Cut, of course, is a standalone machine with no need for internet, and certain models take PS files. Miss Nancy Faust says, hi from Iowa. Congratulations. I'm sorry. I'm talking about congratulations, child. Woo. Welcome. Welcome, Miss Nancy. My computer had to update before you could join the chat. Yeah, my updated on its own yesterday in the middle of me doing work. You talking about somebody was so livid. Because I'm like in the middle. Not at the beginning of the day, not at the end. I told the stupid update to wait. Did it wait? No, it asked again. And because I didn't answer fast enough, that sucker started updating on its own. Ooh, y'all. When you need the computer to get designs over to the, yeah, no, let's not get into that because I'm going to get mad all over again. So I understand, my dear. I'm glad you were able to make it even with the update. And I see I'm running out of time. I didn't realize it was going on 8 o'clock already. Vanessa says, I have not even run it yet. I will post pictures. Cool. Still learning how to take off the hat hoop, which comes on it pre-installed. It came with 12 hoops plus the hooping hat station and a 43-inch table. Okay, now I'm just a smidge jealous. Just a smidge. I'm not going to lie, but it'll be all right. Matt says, I'm a dude. Welcome, dude, and I love your channel. Oh, thank you. You help me and entertain me while I attempt to use my PE770. Thank you. You are quite welcome, my dear. Welcome to our channel. We have a couple other dudes in here, too. Be sure to sign up with our Google Plus group. The link is in the description below if you would like. You can share images of your designs. You also can contact me one-on-one for the most part when I'm not slammed with business. And get a lot of help from other members who use the 770. That's a very popular machine. Very excellent machine. I'm sure you'll get a lot of years and a lot of fun with it. And as everyone says, welcome to the Baby's Booty channel. Miss Phenomenal Creations, can I do another tutorial on puff embroidery? I don't know that I'll have time. I'll have to check and see. One thing's for certain, I have so many videos that I've promised out and haven't even had an opportunity to shoot yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Matrilia says, I just need a decal. Glad you're here. Yes, I will get in touch with him for your decal. Bickup said, oh yeah, the decal for your machine. That works. What if you don't have internet? Some crickets would be useless. Yes, that's why I'm griping, because that sucks. Can decals go on car windows? Yes, they can. Justin does a lot of car decal things. You guys, I saw with my own eyes him redoing a kid's, not Hot Wheels, oh God, Power Wheels type car. They took a older, not older, but it was like he had the car before, and he wrapped the car so that it went from a burgundy car to a white car and put some light up wheels on that sucker and lights that lights up on the headlights. Man, that little car was hot. I'm like, well, darn. You know, we might have to pimp out my car like that because that was pretty hot. So, yeah, Justin is excellent with all of that kind of cool stuff. So, if you need anything, hit me up. I'll get in touch with him. Or, better yet, if you're in the Google Plus group, you can hit him up yourself because he is in there. He loves us enough to be in there. How sweet is that? I love In the Hoop projects. I do as well. I do as well when I get to daggum do them. They sent you oil and a 4 gig USB, needles, and a lot of stuff. I can't recall it all. Plus the Deco Studio E3 light. What? All right, yeah, I'm jealous now. I don't even want to talk to you no more, Miss McCorkle. We gonna let you sit right there. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God, you got a lot of cool stuff. That's what's up, girl. Holler. Shoot, I need to ring the bell. Just for the software they gave you. That's a trip. That's what's up. Marge Campbell, Vanessa, you got about what I got with my GS1501. Rexy. Oh, hi, Rexy. Welcome to our channel. And I just skipped right past comment wherever it is. Good evening, everyone. My second chance to be able to see you live. Thank you. Welcome. I just purchased the Scan and Cut because I didn't want something that required internet access. Yeah, I'm finding out that was a double-edged sword. I didn't know that. I do love the Cricut, though. I really do. It's a really cool machine, very easy to use. I just don't like the fact that it had to be connected to the internet. I thought they had worked that around that, but no, they didn't. Miss Cat says, I gotta say good night. Thanks for the video. You're welcome, my dear. Have a good night. Marge Campbell, what do you have and from whom? Vanessa is asking. Miss Phenomenal Creation says, good place for puff embroidery fonts. There are not very many places to get puff embroidery fonts. I do have another set that I intended to list on my website, and I haven't gotten an opportunity to do so. It's more of a plain font. So once I get a chance, I'll put it out there for about the same price as the other. But I hate I can't refer you to anything because the puff fonts that I know of, I know a digitizer who makes puff embroidery fonts, and usually they start at $60 for theirs. So I don't know really what to tell you on that one. I'm sorry, because that was frustrating to me when I went to look for puff embroidery and couldn't find any. So yes, that's a mess. Pentagram GS1501 15 needle, identical to the Avance. Did not know that. I didn't know it was identical. That's what you have. The oiling pen is a great tool for both types of machines. Don't forget to run your needles through the strawberry attached to the pin cushion. Now, see, again, did we have this discussion about you sharing secrets that I didn't know nothing about? I have the oiling pen. You guys want to see the oiling pen? I can go grab my oiling pen. I also can offer them on my website so that you guys can get to them really easily if you would like. The oiling pen is really cool. I love my oiling pen. I really do. Now, I'm not sure about running the needles through the strawberry attached to the pin cushion, but that's really cool to know, and I'll learn more about that and let you guys know. Oh, the strawberry is a sharpener. Did not know that. It's really cool. No internet needed for the silhouette, Miss Kenya says. Mr. Justin does not want his own YouTube channel, that I'm pretty sure. A good scan and cut for a beginner who wants to do applique. Did you finish rearranging your workroom? Yes and no. I rearranged out there. So out in the main garage is completely revamped. It looks phenomenal. In here, we still need prayer, sweat, tears, and a lot more work. So we're going to get there. It's just I wound up being super busy with this order, and actually rearranging out there kind of threw me behind with this order. So I just got to finish everything up. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I just have so much. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I had gotten caught up, kind of, sort of. I was feeding the cats and squirrels to possums. Miss Vanessa. I'm gonna need you to get rid of the animals, you know, and focus more on the 15 needle machine. Possum. We're gonna leave that alone. Anytime, Mr. Justin, I appreciate it. Boyfriend loan to the rescue again. Hilarious. Y'all a trip. Okay, so y'all in here tripping. Good night, Miss Shannon Margaret. Apex puffy fonts, and they have a free design. Thank you, Miss Eartha Lewis. I appreciate that. Let me know. Did I know Apex had puffy fonts? I don't know that I knew that or not. I'll have to check. Shayla, welcome from Brooklyn, New York. I have a customer up that way. So cool. Mr. Scott Bernhard Bernard. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's the vegan bodybuilder up there in New York. He's really cool. Love your videos. Thank you. Can you show how to do large designs on a 4x4 Hoop embroidery machine in SWP Pro, like how to split it up and put it together. Okay. Splitting up the embroidery designs. I do have a video on that. The thing is, you can split them up, but bump the design a certain way so that it comes together. How to do that exactly is such a pain. I haven't done that yet. So that being the case, I do have a video out there that shows how to split up designs so that you can use it in a repositional hoop. However, to get it to get right back up together is a horse of a different color. So let me do some research on that. I do know that there's someone in my Facebook group for SWP Pro that knows how to do that, but to get in touch with her and get that figured out. Actually, Stephanie, do you know how to do that? Or if you're still in here, I hope you're still in here. If you are, let me know if you know how to do that. Because you use SWP Pro as well, if I'm not mistaken. Kelly, the strawberry is a sharpener. Thank you, Miss Kelly, because I didn't know that. Maria says, Miss Vanessa, be extra careful with your possum friends. Yep. Exactly what I said. Kelly, it gets residual glue off of them. Always use the berry. Fixes many needles well as long as it's not bent. I forgot to ring the bell for Rexy. Wait a minute. Let me scroll up. Y'all, thank you for letting me know that, Rexy. Oh, because of the scanning cut? Yeah, I can ring the bell for the scanning cut. That would be nice with it. Rexy, are you here? Would you like to have the bell ring for your scanning cut? Because I rang it for the cricket, didn't I? Sorry about overlooking that. Thank you, Miss Bickham, for bringing that out. I really appreciate it. We do ring the bell for new equipment. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry about that, Miss Rexy. Congratulations on the brother scanning cut. Miss Maria says every time you straighten up your craft room, it gets messy again. We don't know anything about that. To top it off, your granddaughters play in your room. Woo! Yeah, no babies are allowed to play in Grammy's room, so that's not going to happen. Nope, not over here. I have a hard time getting the correct stabilizers with the correct fabrics, like ball caps. Ball caps, I use tearaway stabilizer. I do not use cutaway. We will get into stabilizer, I do believe, with the next live chats. I have one consultation to do before I actually do that video, and when I do, we will go ahead and schedule that one. Sorry, Vanessa, I've been listening and running back to type, so I didn't see your question, but I responded by the time you saw it. Uh-oh. We got you taken care of. Ring that bell, girl. I'm glad you got your bell, my darling. Now, y'all, I have overextended my time with you all, and you know I hate keeping you longer than I should. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Now, we didn't get as much into digitizing as I kind of wanted to, and let me check again. Do you need... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and answer these other couple of questions that I was going to do about digitizing, and I may revisit them with the next chat. But do you need to digitize in order to embroider? No, you do not. You can easily have a successful business, have a successful time with embroidery by using designs that are already out there without creating your own. And in most instances, there are so many embroidery designs out there. There are so many embroidery designs out there that you shouldn't have to digitize. You really shouldn't. I mean, you very easily can purchase designs that are there. What gets you into doing digitizing is when the customer has a custom request for something. As I mentioned, business logos, you know. So that would be a reason to get into why you should want to digitize, which was the next question that I listed. So thank you all for being here. Please be sure to check out Clever Dog Designs. If you're interested in doing digitizing, want to see digitizing up close and personal, she has many videos on digitizing with Sew Art. Now, as far as videos for other digitizing software programs, definitely do a search on digitizing. It is a patience thing. Digitizing is not something that's like, hey, it's digitized. No, it's going to take time to digitize. So the videos are going to be lengthy, whatever videos it is that you choose to watch. So be patient, get some popcorn, get you a drink, pull the chair up, and just chill out and watch the video. But you can digitize. It is very possible to do. It is very fun to do if you like to create your own look like I do. So yes, definitely check that out. Also, if you're not a part of the Google Plus group, go ahead and join. We would love to have you in there. We like to share pictures of the projects that we're currently working on. We answer questions for each other. I have a phenomenal group of folks in there who love to be helpful. I am in there frequently, not every day, but I do definitely try to pop in and give my little 2 cents that's in there. So definitely join the Google Plus group if you'd like to check us out, where the link is in the description below. And you want to see the oil pen, let's go ahead and show that. And what I'll do is make the oil pen available on my website. All right, so let me grab that. This is the oil pen. Woo! This particular oil pen is from Madeira. You are able to order it directly yourself from Madeira. Actually, shipping is a little more than what I would charge, but that's not any of my problem. So this actually has the sewing machine oil pre-filled in the pen when you get it. It has a pocket clip so that you can clip it in your pocket while you're working. I don't oil my machine that much the way I have to have it clipped to me, but for those of you who have multi-head machines, I'm sure that would be handy. All right, so this has the oil, as I mentioned, already in it. It does unscrew so that you can add more oil later if you need to, if you use this up. Now, my machine wants to be oiled every day. And one thing that I've noticed when I open it up to do the oil, even with the oil that has the zoom spout that you can pull up and, oil your machine, the tube on that is pretty big. So it's difficult to get it up in the nooks and crannies. This sucker is perfect for oiling nooks and crannies. As a matter of fact, very rarely do I use the big oil bottle anymore. I pull this out. I pull out the big oil bottle for when I'm, oiling, my regular tune-ups with the oil on the other machines. But this, my everyday, I take the rubber top off, put this right up in that little cranny up above the bobbin case, and put a drop of oil, which is what the manufacturer's suggestion is, 1 drop of oil a day. So this thing is really cool. It gets you all the little tough to reach areas that are nearly impossible to reach. It's a really cool thing that Madeira offers. That's where I get mine from. I can go pick them up anytime. So if you would like, just go order it from Madeira, actually. And they have them available. I'm sure there's other places too. As a matter of fact, I'll see if I can't find an oil pen on Amazon and put it in the link of the description. If not, then we'll definitely have this available. You paid $1.95. I can't remember how much I paid for mine. I really can't. Yes, it can be refilled. So you can take this little screw part off right here, and I don't want to really screw it because if you get this thing unscrewed a certain way, it can leak, and you don't want it to leak. So, but even if, as she mentioned, I know I didn't pay that much for it. She said she paid $1.95. I don't think I paid too much more than that. If I did, it might be $3. I wouldn't even refill it personally. You can, but I wouldn't. I just order another one, so I ain't got to worry about all that mess. I like your oil pen. It's perfect, much better than the large. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That extender doesn't really oil in. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Now, if you can, that's like on my machine. I flip the front open to get to the bobbin case and oil it there. This is perfect for that. Now, if I can take the plate off, the strike plate, if I can take the strike plate off the top, I don't have to have this because it's easy to reach the bobbin then, and I can just oil it with the regular oil bottle with the zoom spout. But with that strike plate on, this is perfect. So, and yes, they can break. I mean, anything can break when you use it, definitely, Mr. Kid. But you got to be gentle when using stuff for our embroidery machines. I don't know why you would want to be super rough with it, but yes, they can break, so you do need to be careful. Debbie Kid, I have a metal one that I use. I got at Lowe's for $10. Now that's cool. Didn't know Lowe's would have an oil pen. This one is plastic, and so you can, give it a little squeeze to get the oil out of it. So, I'll check out the one at Lowe's because I'm all for trying different things. So I'll definitely. Yes, Miss Donna, you do have to get one. They're really cool. Very convenient. Very, very convenient. So you guys, thank you, Miss Backup, for referring me to the oil pen and letting these folks see the more fun things with embroidery that we didn't know existed. I know I didn't until I can't remember who I talked to. And they have oil pens, and they was like, Miss Terry, you made it. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get up out of here. You just learn to be gentle while putting on and taking off hoops. Very new. Yeah, putting the hoops on and taking the hoops off can be a challenge, but definitely you'll get into your routine as you go and using your equipment. You definitely want to treat your equipment with care. It is doing a huge service for you, so you want to be kind with them. So I hope you guys have a great night. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Miss Vanessa, and you're welcome, Miss Kenya. I love being here with you guys. Always let me know you get a new machine so we can ring the bell for you. Join the Google Plus group. If you don't already subscribe to the newsletter, do that as well. For those of you who have ordered patterns recently, the newest orders, they'll be going out. I am limiting the patterns, okay? I'm not going to be offering these for forever. So there's going to be a limited number of patterns released. After that, that's it. I'm not doing the patterns anymore. So they are limited edition. So if you don't have them, you may want to go ahead and get them because I have a cutoff. And after that, it's going to be done. So thank you very much. I enjoyed it. I hope you all have a great evening. And as always, we always want you to have happy embroidering. Thank you again and have an excellent night. Bye.